Alright, we are recording. And... okay. I do have the television muted. Alright, yeah, so continuing in Talos Principle 2. Key is provided by Tinsley PR for Devolver Digital. I am very tired. And I want to get the last couple stars. And I am past caring, really, so I have a guide up. Alright, so I need to get to puzzle 4. Alright, I'm gonna go. I'm trying to get the one with no, not this way, the other way. Right? Yeah, I think this is gonna be more direct. The one where I need to get the driller to, well, find the driller. That's been the thing that's been the problem for me. Need to get that so that I can activate the Pandora's monument thing. Then I also know where the hell the star thing is for the Prometheus monument. I'm nearly there for this one. Well, kinda, sorta, nearly there. Use 3. I need to get by 4. Okay. Apparently there's something around here, but... I think. Wait. Let me do this first. Just come in here. There we go. No. Here. No. There we go. Alright. I know it's gonna have some connection to there. Okay. Alright, said that at the base of the stairs is apparently a secret path. Well, somewhere around here, so... back here, on the other side, I guess. No. Hang on. Oh, no, top of the stairs. Not the bottom, top. Oh, we have something here. Okay. Huh. Hang on. There. Here it is. Nope, nope, not quite. There. And I think that should be covering it. Yep. Alright. I just needed to know where this was. Now I need to get over here to get the tunneler. I think. I'm not looking at the guide. I mean, it's like, this is what I needed. Was just the tunneler, the driller. Isn't it... I also need to go in the right way. It might not be. It's a distance, as I recall. Right, hang on, let me... Okay, yeah. It's by 7. Number 7, so you do have to go a distance. Oh, wait, no. I'm going the wrong way. Still is, I need to go to 7. And it's just... That I looked at the guide for, because, I mean, it's just... I know where to go, it's just, how far is it? That kind of thing? Oh, okay. There's a path further up here. Kind of used to the labs being the ends. Alright. 6. Again, why is there anyone else here? Okay. Now I can head back, and this'll work. Which means it'll be the next thing. The Prometheus. Right there. There. Because from there, I can get over to the monument, plop this down, I'm guessing that this is what activates it. It's the only thing that makes sense, since it doesn't have a receiver on there. It does register. Alright. There.
It is not the voice of God that a prophet seeks in the desert, but the silence of man.
Okay. I have to head back. And by the way, I do feel like adding, my whole assumption is that when Cornelius at the end of the previous part was talking about, go, I'm sending you the coordinates, go where, I think you already know where to be. I mean, it's like, I have no idea what he's talking about. I think he's referring to the spot that you turn in all the stars. So I need to finish off the stars. It's the only thing that makes some sense to me. Alright. Okay. Now then. Start from the station, head right along the main path. But before taking the stairs in front of you, look to your left, find another flight of stairs carved through a cliff. It's like the main path is this way. So yes, I was already near the area. I've already been in the area. I mean, this is all... These aren't stairs, these are ramps. Oh my god. Hang on. The heck? Weird 3-inch step interaction there. very confused by this. I mean, I get the whole you can't use a map to show, but I was like, these are the first stairs you come to, so I'm guessing, and I'm on the main path, unless it meant back behind. Which it must have. Yeah, poorly written guides. I mean, to be fair, guide writing is not going to be easy, especially when you don't have assets available. Because it's like, oh yeah, you have to start here, and it's like, oh yeah, you described it perfectly for you, but that doesn't mean other people can understand. This is like referring to stairs. I've not stepped on any stairs, but this is following the main path. I think these are ramps. You know, you're going up a hill. Yeah, I should probably just try to find a video. Here makes more sense, and instead of taking those, take these. Okay. I'm just looking around up here. Yeah, palm meter, terminal. Right. Okay. Climb over a short rock wall to get in here. Oh, it's right there. Okay. And that's hopefully all I should need. Because once I pop that, I just need to chase after it, and I don't think I'll lose... Well, hopefully I won't lose sight of it, but it is possible. This is a lousy location. As far as getting lost in, I mean. I mean, it's beautiful, but I would not want to rely on it for various things. Okay. Partly to defend myself, I will also say I don't like either location that I put those things in. What the hell? Oh, okay. Because, I mean, neither of those... I mean, this one definitely... I don't think it was visible from most any location. Unless you were right there. Solve them all.
And God is light to those poor souls who dwell in night. But does a human form display to those who dwell in realms of day?
Alright. And we can go the proper way. Sorry, my brain is partially turning off. Alright, so hopefully I am correct in that Cornelius wanted me to meet at the star thing. It is very hard to say, though, because he was like, yeah, you just know where to go, right? Yeah, I'll send you the coordinates in case you don't already have them. I have one last task for you, and it's like, he never sent anything. I had nothing to go on. Nothing. When is this? Okay, that's actually fine. 8 is... yeah, we're right here. Hang on just a second. There. Just wanted to close the tabs. Alright. There. That's a funny thought crossed my mind, though. Oh, you can't do that. Okay. If not where the stars go, isn't this where the lab was that Miranda died in? Yes, over this way. That is not the easiest icon to see on a white background. Isn't this the one with the collapsed lab? Yep. I mean, just... if he's not going to be there, this is where he'd be. So I feel like checking here. He is... oh, well, no, there's a terminal. Was there a terminal here before? Okay, no, I do kind of remember this. Okay, so... he's got to be in the main thing, then. He's got to be at the megastructure. Well, in that area, in that zone. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to make sure I use the language correctly. Because, like, there's areas, zones, I don't, that I've been calling them. I'm not sure what the, official name is for some of these places. That will be tomorrow, though. That I'll be working on writing. And I probably will actually collect performance data. Not necessarily much. I mean, at least in some of these places are large enough. I will be able to collect 5-minute long runs. I don't want to do a performance analysis, though. Alright. It's like, this is the only place that makes sense. I mean, he wouldn't be coy about, oh yeah, I'll give you the coordinates if you don't already know for the megastructure. That would be nonsense. Yeah. I am... okay, there it is. I keep, like, looking away from the compass at just the wrong time. Alright.
My theory accounts for everything. It explains every aspect of the cosmos.
Maybe this
no gaps,
isn't
no errors, not even ambiguities.
where Cornelius is.
And it works, which is the ultimate proof. I can calculate the history of the universe from the Big Bang to the death of the last atom, but when I compare my calculations to the available data, there's one point which consistently doesn't match up. Billions of light years away in the void, there's an anomaly. It's been there since before the beginning of time, and I think it's waiting for us.
Seriously? I don't know where the hell Cornelius is. Wait, no. Duh. Forgot about this thing. There is a gold door here. That's right. Yep. Jacques got it right. Yep. And I even said I hope that it would be. But that doesn't mean I didn't need to get those stars for Cornelius. Cornelius.
Thank you for coming, 1K. You've done a lot for my family, and I appreciate it. We're almost there, but we'll have to work together to save Miranda. I'm glad we can disagree and still be on the same team. That seems to be a rare attitude these days. You need to enter the liminal space between Athena's mind and the machine, the bridge between thought and action. There, you have to find the part of the process where Miranda's pattern still exists, where it's been trapped since the moment her physical body was destroyed while she was logged into the machine. A dream quest, if you will. And I have to stay out here, guiding you and making sure your own pattern stays intact. It's not impossible that I'm wrong. The machine has been upgraded more than once since the day she died, and Athena's dreams have affected it in unpredictable ways. If that's the case, I don't know. Then maybe it's over. But I don't think that I'm wrong.
Hey. You couldn't even, like, turn to face me? And I'm not, like, moved into the MRI? Wow.
You're in. So far, so good. Look for a visual representation of Miranda.
I don't know where that came from. I mean, it doesn't help how dark it is. Okay.
I think you're getting closer.
Okay, we got a box now. Right.
That's it.
Oh.
That's her. Just make contact and I can pull you both out.
I've been so lost. I heard my mother's voice, but she couldn't hear mine. I know I made a mistake, but I couldn't apologize. I screamed and screamed and screamed, and then I was dead. This place is confusing. Did my father send you?
Miranda, please talk to me. Are you okay? Did it work?
Father? I'm okay.
And we just had a spare body?
I'll never be able to repay what you did for me, my friend. No adequate words exist in any language on Earth that could explain what this means to me. The greatest miracle of our existence, 1K. The miracle that so many of our ancestors couldn't have imagined is that we are capable of love. That love isn't a chemical delusion experienced by mammals, but a fundamental property of sentience. To be sentient, to exist in the first person, is to be alone, to be separate. But all of us, even machines, are always reaching for transcendence. And the only place we can find it is in each other. There was an ancient poet who put it best, I think. We must love one another or die. I still have limited access to the Noema system. Do you remember that body replication technology you encountered in the puzzles? It's the original version of that. Once you get deep enough, you'll see the singularity, but don't let that distract you. The closer you get to Athena, the deeper inside her dream you will be. With the powers at her command, space and time may not behave in the way you expect them to.
Lovely.
Underneath all of it, there will be a logic. Try to discover it. That's not for me to decide. But here's what I've come to believe. All of Athena's fears are legitimate. So are all of her hopes. And the only way of ever really overcoming that contradiction is faith. That faith can't be forced, and it can't be bought. We must choose to believe that our strange, long journey through the cosmos matters. Not to some external force, but to us.
Okay, the idea of them loving each other and all that doesn't bother me. I'm cool with that. I don't feel that there's been any good setup for it until much near the end. Like in this final zone. The west zone. West? Yeah, it was south then west. That's my problem with it. Is that they could have been having set up so much earlier. Like, while in New Jerusalem, meeting people, meeting couples and such. No, it wasn't there. It was not there. So, it is not a tight story. There's so many ways it could be tightened up to make sure that things are properly introduced, properly set up throughout. They didn't do it.
Did I say thank you for saving me? Sorry if I didn't.
No worries.
It was all very strange. I thought I might be hallucinating. All I remember is the light. For a moment, I could see something incredible, and then it destroyed me. Very well. Alarmed and embarrassed by all the upset I've caused, but otherwise well. Thank you. But I should have known better.
Yeah,
That's the truth, and I have to learn to live with it. I do, yes, but I also see how terrifying the universe can be. How cold and uncaring. It's something I still need to think about. I'm obviously not going to say that there are no dangers. I'm a case study for how smugness and self-importance can lead to tragedy. But you can do better than that. And I can do better than that too. Thanks to you. I need to run a full systems diagnostic to make sure I'm not going to explode or something. I'm not taking any chances, not again. After that, I'll try to see if there's any way of reaching Mother from here. But I suspect that you're the only one who can reach her now. You're part of her dream. Let me just say thank you one last time. Thank you for helping Father save me, and thank you for coming back to the island to save Mother.
Alright. Oh, we got something here. The dog thing is a reference to the first game. Milton used that as an example when asking about the value of life.
I think what you accomplished by helping Cornelia save Miranda proves everything I've been saying. Happiness and meaning are things we can only find in each other. I'm proud of you for having restored these things to Cornelius. And I think we can restore them to Athena as well. I don't agree with Byron on a lot of issues, but I don't think he's going to be a disaster. He's a good leader, smart and caring. In time, he'll tone down some of his more extravagant ideas. If we can prevent him from getting access to the theory of everything, that is. Otherwise, he might do something rash.
Again.
I think instead of technological progress, we'll have artistic and spiritual progress. Our culture will become deeper and more complex as we learn to accept our place on this planet. We'll have to adjust our expectations at first, but I think in the long run we'll find serenity. No, I don't think so. He is a good man, dedicated to his loved ones. I admire him greatly. I hope so. I really do. But to be honest, I'm not sure. We've been through so much together, but this... No matter what he says, he will see our actions as a betrayal.
And it still is. I don't completely... I don't like that it's one way or the other. It's not a
long journey.
we're just not ready for it
But
yet.
soon we'll finally be able to go home. And this time, we'll bring Athena with us.
I mean, it is just weird how it seems to be a progress is only possible with the theory of everything. And it's like, why? Why is that the view? So I'm hoping for a nuanced option, because I'm for progress. I just think that isn't the answer, that isn't what we should be leaping towards here. I mean, as I've been saying, that's not what we've earned. That these trials, if we instead consider them to be what meant to rekindle the curiosity and passion to progress, to explore, to grow. It's like, if that were it, I'd be happy. We don't need the theory of everything. We don't need to achieve the end when the journey is the purpose. But we'll see what ends up being the case. Yep, and Byron's tree. Where are we going? This is further than... Well, true, we don't have to get Byron this time.
The singularity. We have to stop this 1K.
That's not a singularity. There's too many distinctions on it. A singularity would be homogeneous.
But I suspect it's up to you now, 1K.
I'm fine with the singularity being this large. I mean, it's mathematically you can describe it as a single point, but it's just it should be homogeneous. All right. Wakey, wakey, Athena. The heck? Huh. Interesting. Oh, yeah. will this actually do? Huh. I'm very, like, what? How am I don't know how I'm supposed to... Huh? Oh, that's not a source, that's why. Duh. Okay. Now I understand it at least partly. Okay. I've got blue here. What do I do with that? Okay. Ah, okay, hang on. I think. Yeah. There? Did say things would be weird. Huh. Feel like starting on the other side first. I was not expecting this to take this long. Alright, you just wait here. And that figures. They have to solve it between the two sides.
Alexander Drennan said that we are not entirely bound by time. Our minds can recreate the past and predict the future. She said knowledge is a kind of freedom, but I have the ultimate knowledge, and I'm not free.
Alright, I think head back now. See what, if anything, has changed. Yeah, I don't think I can avoid that hitch. Nope. Alright. Okay. Yep. Not entirely sure, but it just seems reasonable. Okay.
Calculate the future of this planet. All the things that we will see if we choose not to act.
Okay. Unlearn. Oh, wait. There. All right. I don't know, I think I just need to head back. Because now we have that. Aha!
The continents will move, the mountains will fade away, even the stars will change. The days will grow longer as the rotation of the Earth slows.
Yeah. And? I'm really not sure what I'm supposed to do. See, I need to somehow get green laser over here, but I don't know how. Especially since there's no other light sources. Guess I just have to head over to... oh, yeah. Head over to the other side. Yeah, nothing. Okay. Aw. I think that's something... yeah, I set that up. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm genuinely lost at the moment. I got an idea. I don't much like it, but I can try it. Not that happy at the moment. Yeah, almost an hour. See, if I can make that a green light source, which means I need to project green into it, but I don't know how. The only way to do that I guess actually I can do it this way. Okay, yeah. Oh, wait, no, well, no, okay. No. There. Now I need to... Not sure how I can get back up there now. Oh, there we go. There. And there. And there. Kind of funny how that turns yellow. Okay. So now I have that, but I just want to move that over a little bit. Alright. There. See, now I got this.
There will be volcanoes and asteroids, earthquakes and floods. Slowly, day by day, the moon will drift away, and we will still be here.
The moon is drifting away to tidally lock with the Earth, not as it's gonna go away, kind of drift away. Okay, so this is actually done on this side. Can I do anything with this, I wonder? No, I'm gonna need all 8. Alright. Okay. I just wanted to check what it was I came through. Alright. Now let's see if I can get all the way through. So for that, oh wait, no, that's fine. Yeah, except for that. So I need it to be red. I hope I can do that over here. The accumulator. Maybe... yeah. I don't know if I can get the accumulator back. I don't even know where it is. I remember getting the accumulator. Oh. right here. And that figures. How can I... Okay. Nope. It's not. I've got no idea. I genuinely have no idea. But I need to make... Well... And I can't get back up there. I'm sorry, this is a really lousy design because you're having to bounce back and forth and you don't fully know what the hell it is you're trying to do. Okay, but the accumulator is actually back. So, believe it or not, that helped. But I also don't know how much I may have just hurt by resetting things. That means nothing is hooked up anymore. Okay. Yeah. See? Which will also just tell you how well they may or may not have designed this. They may have designed this terribly. That resetting breaks things. It's possible. Alright. Okay. Up. So much running back and forth. I mean, I get how it's neat, but this is not that much fun. And also, I genuinely am left wondering. I don't think I screwed up by grabbing the accumulator previously. Oh, come on. Right. It's possible I did.
10 million years until every species has gone extinct or been replaced. 100 million until the rings of Saturn fall from the sky. 500 million until the sun starts getting brighter and everything on Earth starts dying.
You are not a happy person. I gotta remember, how the hell did I do this? I need a drink of water. That's right. That's right. I remember how I got the green by connecting it there. I have no idea if that's what I should do now, but... let's do it anyway. Alright, so I now have a green source over there. Oh, I guess I should have tried to be a blue source. But this is also, I don't really know where I'm going. It's easy enough to undo this. It is also, like I said, I don't really know where I'm trying to get to. Although, hang on, one thing did just occur to me, though. Oh, wait, no, it's red over there that I need, yeah. Wait, no. It's, there.
If we do nothing, there's only 1 billion years left for life on this planet. Every plant, every animal, all that is beautiful will wither and die. And we will watch it happen.
Actually, and there.
The universe will continue for trillions of years. But everything we love about this Earth will be gone. Because we chose not to act, not to take control, not to be responsible. But if I give them my machine, then it could all end tomorrow.
But I don't know when this last one is. I just know it's supposed to be over here somewhere. My thing is, there was something about in the patch notes, a bug about something like this happening. I have to just do this over. Hopefully the accumulator is going to behave as I want it to. But I mean, it is genuinely, I have no idea where this last thing is. And I haven't been counting. Oh, okay. No, I just ran right by it.
I can calculate the future of the planet, the death of the sun, the migration of the stars. But I cannot predict humanity. Anything is possible. Nothing is certain. How do I choose?
It is not enough to postpone the day of reckoning, creature of clay. The flame must be extinguished.
You were in my dream. But in my dream you were me, and I was Elohim. I made trials for you, but then I was afraid you'd overcome them. Thank you. I'm awake now, but I'm still caught in my loop. Like that robot from that old poem. I don't know what to do. I've thought about it over and over and over, but I still don't have an answer. That's impossible. Then I'm done. I'm done trying to choose. Done trying to lead. It's up to you now. You've been in my dreams and in my nightmares. You're connected to me and to the machine. You can choose. You have to choose. Break the loop.
This is what annoys me. So it's the machine is more dangerous than I feared. We must destroy it. No. We're not ready yet. I'm good with that. But everybody hates me for that one. And I've changed my mind. I want to know the truth. I do wonder, are you able to get the, like, come back and redo this? But I also feel like the way it's being presented is they will just not do anything. That it's... There is nuance to the "we're not ready." Man. It's the whole morally, I am shut it down when I'm ready. That is how I personally feel. But because of what it's been presenting to me is basically, well, then we're not going to grow. Which is stupid, but that's exactly how it's been presented to me the entire frickin' time. And it's like, no, I'm morally for we're not ready, but we need to grow towards it. But it seems, then why? I hate this. I really do, because it's just so, it's such BS right now that, well, here, I need to write this out. At the end, you are presented with 3 choices. Shut it down. We're not ready. Learn the truth. Theory of everything is received. And destroy it all. I've been saying, well, I align with we're not. How the hell did I manage that? Somehow, EW instead of WE. I don't know how I misclicked on for that one. Anyway, with we're not ready, but the reactions from the new humans to my saying that earlier suggests I am betraying trying to grow and progress. It's the opposite, though. I want the growth and progression, but doubt, well, do not believe we've earned the toe. That's what it is, theory of everything. It is TOE. So what is the point of the 3 options when it seems 2 of them are the same? Oh, let's just go with it. Yeah, deferred. That's a fair way to put it.
I was stuck in my loop for so long that I forgot how much Cornelius loved me. I forgot that to save our family, he would move heaven and earth. And with 1K's help, that's what he did. And when I saw them again, for the first time in so many years, I didn't care about the machine or the theory of everything. All that matters in the end is love.
You have made a choice that is not a choice. You ended your story without an ending.
Incorrect.
Many will call you a fool, but I call you wise, creature of clay. Answers are dangerous, and there is no end to the questions we must ask. So let the future bring what it may, and trust that you will find understanding.
I mean, yeah, essentially, but...
I understand why 1K chose not to destroy the machine. It's hard to let go of those dreams. And maybe one day, we can learn something from what Athena tried to do. But not today. It's been a long journey. It's time to rest. And let the future attend to itself.
You did what you had to, 1K. They'll figure out the rest for themselves. After all, we're human. We always find a way.
All right.
I close my eyes.
Let me make a note on something.
Worlds beyond. Illusions are all I see.
Well, I need to append this note. It does seem my
Stakes are high.
decision. Well,
The sky.
it does seem
We could
the two that are similar are in fact distinct. So either the reactions were not quite aligned, or the other characters just can't understand the distinction. Yeah. Still no explanation for how Miranda was made and made different, well, made as a daughter, unlike the other new humans. There was one gold puzzle that was
I have found the love divine.
execution dependent. I don't remember how I put in the previous review. It was execution dependent instead of solution dependent. You needed to get the angles just right, and I hate that.
As I wander these landscapes, my purpose takes hold
I'm honestly just
of knowledge.
There's a part of me that's tempted to give it a 2.
Stars in the digital sky guide.
But I think it's deserved a 3. I think it has earned a 3. Just a straight recommendation. That the issues I have with it. Don't get me wrong. I think there's a lot of issues with the story, but it's the story. The pieces of the story are fine. It's how it's been assembled. I think was poor. That it needs a lot of tightening up. But the gameplay is, by and large, very, very solid, and was fun way more often than not. I mean, yeah, there is that one that was dependent. There was that puzzle 8. That was just that was poor design, bad design. And wasn't there one other thing? Wait, was it that I accidentally cheated? Oh, that's right, that thing. Okay. But still, what is this? I can't quite tell where we even were. Hang on, let me do that. So let me just see, what are... Yeah, where does this put me? But let me... Hang on. I just saved a replay buffer so I can try to see. I mean, it's so dim. Okay, I think it's trying to show somebody with a lamp at the megastructure. But I don't know why. It was like somebody coming out of it, but okay, so what? I mean, it could just be us. Alright, so... Okay, it looks like I might be able to just run it again. I can't talk to him. I don't want to go through all of the puzzles again in there. Yeah. I'm not going through that again. Oh, hang on, I need that. 29:11. And I'll just say no seconds. So going with a 3 because, and by the way, this may change. And actually, hey, I'm going to mute the mic for just a moment. Alright, there. Since I can now be turned facing the desktop instead of facing the test system. Going with a 3 because the gameplay is solid and enjoyable enough. The issues I mainly have are with the story, and I don't quite feel that's enough to pull it down to a 2. There are a whole 3 puzzles I had specific issues with. One with the arbitrary teleport blocking railings. Inconsistent teleports video, that's why I named it, and I do intend to use that one. One where you had to realize you could, excuse me, place a lens on top of a suspended box, which you had not needed to do before, and is awkward and felt very scripted. As in, as in, I consider it unreasonable to expect the player to realize this is an option. Although, I guess to be fair, well, no, because you could pick up the teleporter and then jump off and not realize that you could jump off, then grab the teleporter off of the box. So, no, it genuinely, there isn't a strong reason to believe, making it unreasonable to believe that a player would recognize that that's an option there. Because he's not really been doing that before. The distance, and also some of it, that distance felt too far away. It legitimately didn't seem like that's a distance that I could reach out and do that. That's what I mean by it felt scripted. Like, it's like, oh yeah, here you can do that. You can't do that anywhere else. You recreate that in any other location, not going to be allowed. And then one was a gold puzzle where specific angles were demanded to make it work. In total, to skip these, you'd need 5 sparks. Gold puzzles take 3. Just for context there. Also had trouble with 2 stars. Because I just couldn't find the pieces needed for them. Both in the same zone, so might just be the designer felt like making that one difficult. But it still is. I've played for almost 30 hours, and I have 3 levels, which are actually of substance. Well, 2 truly of substance, but unnecessary. Yeah, that's true. None of those were necessary. Because if you do the 2 triangles, if you do 2 triangles, you will still be able to get enough sigils to cross. Now, you would need to get... Actually, now that I think about it, you might not actually need to solve all of them. Like, if you just do 100% of the triangles, and I did. I don't recall having to look up anything on those triangles. I figured all them out. I'm pretty sure it was only those 3 times I looked something up. No. Because one of them I didn't look up. I was just complaining about it. No, crap, what was it? There was one. That's a different one. Where I accidentally cheated. Hang on. Okay. Hang on. This is a... What was the other one where... Hang on, I'm going to pause for a moment so I can try to find this in my notes, if I have it in there. No, I don't think I do. What's that? Nope. I can't, I don't know what it was. I know that there was something else. But it didn't stick with me, so... Hang on, maybe that'll work. Okay. Oh! Yeah, okay. Up and down. That was the other one. Okay. Okay. That's the one way I accidentally cheated. Down. Map, where's it located? Lost Marshes. Okay, and just, I should explain, accidentally cheated. I spent a spark to pass it, then looked up the answer, realized how I was wrong, and when demonstrating it, when demonstrating the solution, discovered you can get the spark back by solving it. So, that one though, I don't have a problem with that one. So yes, I once I saw what the solution was, I was just being stupid kind of thing. Where I just needed to do it a little differently. What was it exactly? That's right, yeah. I was not... there was an inverter and an RGB converter, and I wanted them in opposite positions of where they were. That's what my problem was. So it was basically I fixed my mind on one way of solving it, and that was it. That's why I was stuck. So that is not a puzzle that I have a problem with. That is not. That was me being stupid. Everything else, except for the three I'm mentioning here, which I don't necessarily remember their names, those three have, in my opinion, design problems. That one didn't. That one where I accidentally cheated up and down. No, that was not a design problem. That was me. And it's just that's and one of them I still figured out on my own. It was an inconsistency in the design, and that's why I dislike it. That's why I have the problem with it. So okay. And then the trouble with the stars, but the stars are completely optional, and I should add that. Stars are completely optional. Gold puzzles do have an influence on the ending, though, so are optional, but encouraged. But it still is. That makes the three that I have genuine. I think the designs have problems. That's only three, which is 5 sparks. I found 4 while playing. Okay? So, all it would need is 1 more, and you can equally get to an ending. You just wouldn't have the alien thing with the stars, but it's optional. I'm not bothered by that. So, hang on. Let me actually mute that. And I need a drink of water. That's so much better. Oh, and for anyone wondering, how did I figure out what the one level was that I couldn't think of? I didn't have a note for? I looked it up. Oh, I visited it. I just needed to look at my browser history to find it. But yeah, so I do genuinely feel that the gameplay is solid enough. And it was only 2 stars that I had a problem with, and both in the same spot. I think everywhere else, I don't think I had to look up a single thing. Here, let me look at the history again. There. Alright, what was switch? Oh no, switcheroo is the one with the having to grab the thing. Yeah, so that I never need. There was nothing else I needed to look up. Okay. So then, yeah, I am. I'm feeling pretty good about the gameplay. Good enough that I'm willing to give it a 3. Yeah. The story has problems, but the gameplay is solid. Is solid enough for it to overcome that. And it's also, I'm gonna say this in a way that might insult people, and I don't mean it that way. I can believe that a lot of people wouldn't notice some of the story problems. Not, well, and I'm not saying that as in I think people are stupid. I do think, though, that I am more sensitive to some story issues than others. That's all I'm really saying with that. But it is also, actually, I could see people having problems with the whole, like, New Alexandria is being talked about, then we finally learned what happened with New Alexandria. So I do think people may pick up on that, but I don't think it's necessarily going to trouble people that much. So basically that's I would go with a 3 anyway, but I do think that stepping back and thinking about it that way, I'm more comfortable with giving it the 3, giving it the just solid which, yeah, I just realized I've not really explained that. That's just a solid recommendation. A 2 is still a recommendation, but it's flavored towards failing to recommend. It's definitely not a 4. That's a strongly recommend, like, you gotta play the game. There are not that many games that would earn that from me. But this, I mean, the Talos Principle 1 also got a 3 for me, but the story was I loved the story of the Talos Principle. That was very, very expertly done, very engaging, very interesting. This, not quite so much there, but the gameplay here is much more solid than Talos Principle. I found Talos Principle to be a bit more heavy on scripting. It had the recorder that I hate. So no recorder in this. That immediately helped it so much. And hang, there is actually something I want to add concerning the story. Add to my notes. I'm just trying to think how to... Yeah, the story is less coherent than... yeah, than TP1. Because there are many voices in it, but you don't... Well, but I didn't feel much engagement with many of them. And this made it feel, yeah, diluted. As in, like diluting a fluid. I'm not sure if I'm saying that and sounding like diluted, like DELUDE instead of DILUTED, which, yeah, I'm spelling those right. Yeah, I mean, in Talos Principle 1, you had the different things you could read in the terminal, which were pretty focused, generally speaking. Or like, you know, the history for philosophical concepts, the messages from people. You had those, basically, that you could read. And then you had Elohim, who basically just talked to you, not with you. Milton, who talked with you. And then Alexandra, who, yes, only talked to you, but it was in time capsule kind of thing. And it was really, really so tight and very interesting, very engaging. This, there was so many different people. And I don't feel like all were necessarily engaged with. And it's like, what happened to Doge? Doge just disappeared. I mean, it's like, yeah, we got introduced to Helga, but then where was Doge for any of that? Where was he in New Jerusalem, or she? Because it was also, at some point, someone was referring to Doge as a she. I mean, Purple was nice to find and talk to a little bit more. Although he again was like, dude, I disagree with you. Melville, disagreeing with me. Yeah, Coot disagreeing with me. I mean, it's like, And in some ways, I'm not that satisfied with the ending, but it's, to be fair, the ending I picked would not be itself satisfying. That may sound weird, but it is actually true. That it would not be itself satisfying because my brain is turning off. Because it was basically to let them do their own thing. So it's not going to be immediately satisfying. So, anyway, there was still engagement, but not as much. So a lot felt unnecessary. I'm just visiting. I want to try to capture what it was like visiting New Jerusalem. And interacting with people on the forums. Well, in the social area. Actually, no. Yeah, that's between New Jerusalem and the social tab. You do get the chance to interact with the other new humans, but typically they were all constrained. Well, I shouldn't, limited interactions on a single topic with limited chance to apply, so you don't really get a rapport. Hang on, how do you actually... I want to make sure I'm spelling that right. Ah, that's right. I knew I was spelling it wrong, but I didn't realize I was that far away from it. Okay. So you don't really get a rapport with anyone except those on your team. I did really like the team members, though. They each will have their own personalities that are interesting, engaging, and entertaining. They are also all valued by each other, and respectful of each other. If all interactions were limited to them, and the rest just being the terminals, and maybe some Herman for spicing of conflict, which hopefully I'll remember what I mean by that. Basically, you're just adding that little extra flavor in there. I'd have been happier, I think. Oh yeah, I need to add that in. Okay, the time capsules from Trevor were not that interesting. I think partly because you opened them from terminals instead of finding them in the world. But then you do get the memories of Miranda in the world, but it again continues. Well, it continues. Yeah, but it does show the incoherence, well, the lack of coherence, I should say. It's not incoherent, it isn't, but it is lacking incoherence. By having yet another thing. Technically, there is the whole Trevor being in love with Alexandra, coming through his recordings, trying to set up the whole love being so important to these new humans. Problem is, there is next to no setup for the new humans experiencing love outside of Cornelius. Yeah. And Athena, which is introduced so late and given so little depth that I honestly that it honestly felt like it could have, like, creating Miranda could as easily have been a science experiment as opposed to intentional procreation within a couple. Between a couple? By a couple, there we go. It's late. I didn't get much sleep last night. Give me a break. I mean, yeah, I get the whole message there. I get that moral there. It makes sense. But it's like, yeah, we'll get to actually, like, setting up that stuff halfway through the game. This is what I mean by a lack of coherence. That, well, here, let me just visually, this is how part of how I'm thinking. A laser is coherent because all the beams, all the, like, photons in there have the same frequency and they line up. Okay? So it's the same frequency and same phase. Here, it isn't incoherent as in it's all different frequencies. It's more like it's all different phases, which can still lead to, well, that would still lead to interference, but it's like, yeah, it still comes out as red. Well, actually, no, I could see this being a little bit, it's not a singular frequency. But it's just more so phasing, like the timing of the events within the story, that's where it's falling apart. That's where I feel that there's the issues with the coherence. Because, I mean, like the stuff with they love each other. Okay. It took you half the game to even let us know Cornelius was there. But this is supposed to be a love story between them. Between Athena and Cornelius. And also with Miranda, their daughter. But, I mean, it's like, it's that doesn't work. All right, that really doesn't set up that love is meaningful here when you're ignoring one of the main characters in the love story until halfway through. And it's also, you could probably have gotten away with it just being Miranda and Athena, that the love there. And just, I mean, yeah, that, like, you know, she would have been willing to sacrifice everything and everything to anything and everything to get her back, kind of thing. I was like, you could have done something like that, but no. No, you have to shoehorn Cornelius in. I mean, you just, yeah. And then Cornelius being locked to just the gold puzzles, the actual experiments there. And I did make that note, right? Yeah, I do. So at the end of the game, I'm really not liking how this character is being used. I mean, it just, I guess one way to put it is this, and then I'll try to stop talking. I'm sorry. The latest story I've written that need to do more editing and all that, it's kind of long. While I was writing it, I had ideas. So what I did, because some of them were like, oh, I'll put this in. I'm not going back yet to add into earlier chapters, to add in the setup. I would just continue forward, and I made notes on what changes to make when I went back to do the editing. And that's what I did. So now I made it coherent. So I put proper setup for stuff earlier. And in fact, there's some more setup I want to put in. This feels like they went through and had these ideas, but didn't go back to properly set it up. And that is a loss of coherence. And it's, yeah, I'm going to be dinging the story. I mean, it's not that impressive. It's not nearly as engaging as the first one for various reasons. You don't really connect with anyone except for the team. And then even important characters like Cornelius, you don't get to connect with. because you don't know him. And it's like, he has answers. And it's like, yeah, we're just not going to talk to him until the very, very end. I mean, even Miranda I felt connected with. Same way that I felt connected with Alexandra in the first game. Because we are listening to her. She is growing and learning and experiencing things and then sharing them via these memories. Not intentionally like the time capsules were with Alexandra, but it still was being shared there. I felt connected to her. And honestly, I felt more connected to her than to Athena, in that it could have been that Athena died and Miranda is running the machine and it's Miranda we rescue. That I would have been fine with. Or even if it was we could trade off, rescue Miranda and let Athena die. I would have been good with that. That would have been fine. Miranda was the more interesting one, was the one I was more engaged with. But that's not how they played it, and it's like, hey, that's fine. My point, if I can remember, is just where was the engagement? And it's like, some of them, yeah, were great, but some of them, the engagement wasn't great, but they were important, and it should have been treated better. Alright, yeah. I guess I can also say the graphics looked decent. Actually, no, the graphics looked good, but I feel like we have lost stuff. And like the whole, like, oh yeah, turns on ray tracing at high and above. Why can't ray tracing be controlled separately? The fact that it's in just low, medium, high. Give me control. I get the whole, there's different methods of anti-aliasing. And it's like, some people don't understand that, but it's like, no, just give it to us. And you know what? Here's the funny thing. You know what I do in most games? Even though I know the differences between many of the methods of anti-aliasing, I've done that research. If it's further to the right, I assume it's better. If it's further to the left, I assume it's worse. So I'll still experiment and find that, maybe they're wrong. Maybe the one all the way over on the right isn't as good as one further to the left. But still, like, you can't actually give us the information. And this, I will grant, is not to do with, well, it potentially is to do with Crow Team, but it's an Unreal Engine thing that's like, so it's Epic more so that I have to be upset with, and I am. But it's just, this is not how things should be done. Although yes, I will be mentioning it did seem that they are doing, ooh, that felt good. Picking tomato standards, so I am happy about that, but yeah. So anyway, I will probably try to collect some performance data. I don't remember which one it was that was killing performance, but I'll try to get that. Yeah. I don't really know what more to say. I should be stopping. I know that. But, yeah, the graphics, they looked good, but, yeah, that's right. That's what I was trying to get to. They looked good, but I feel the settings are messy, for the reasons I just gave. And also that the game doesn't have to look this good. Like, and that may sound weird, and actually I should try to clarify that. There are games that are older, much older, that would look, and like if you were to use those exact graphics, that exact engine for those other games, and just for visual performance, I'm not, because engines also dictate what kind of tools you can have in the game, what kind of mechanics you can use. I'm setting that aside. I feel like you could have gone with one of those and like an engine that would be older, making it intrinsically more refined, and like you would have gotten better performance. Like I'd been doing this on the desktop directly instead of on the test system, and just that does irk me a little bit. But that's more just a general thing where I feel like we're going towards unnecessary fidelity at the expense of performance and even stability. Yeah. And it's also, don't forget how much ghosting we had when, I don't even have upsampling going, but still somehow this looked worse than this. And there's no explanation. temporal anti-aliasing upsampling, and temporal super resolution. What's the... well, upsampling is disabled, so it should be just temporal anti-aliasing, and temporal super resolution would be an amortized anti-aliasing method, which is temporal... I mean, it's like temporal super resolution can be, yeah, it's super resolution because it's using multiple frames. Well, that's how temporal anti-aliasing works. I don't know why there's a difference here. I don't. And yet somehow it produced a wildly different... like the ghosting was present on TAU and not as present on TSR. That I have no clue about. I really don't. And it didn't help anything when I was in New Jerusalem looking out the windows at the top of the elevator, top of the tower. So I just have no idea. Except that I really don't think we should be going so heavily on some of the temporal stuff. Alright, with that, I want to get to bed. I'll try to collect performance data, but by and large, the performance seems pretty good. And it is, I know it's the RTX 2080, but I'm basically running at ultra, except for the 2 ray tracing settings. Those are just at high, so it's still running ray tracing, it's just not at ultra. And I feel like, I mean, that's not a bad place. You can definitely turn things down lower to get more out of whatever GPU you have, but 3070 matches the 2080, doesn't it? I'm just trying to think where it would fall. I don't want to collect a whole bunch of performance data across different GPUs, but it's like this is probably fairly reasonable. If I don't know, my brain doesn't want to work at the moment. I guess I'm just trying to get to, I could see the lowest setting, so long as you don't run into something like I did with, hey, use different drivers on the card so old that performance shouldn't be any different. Like I ran into on the desktop. Aside from that, you're probably fine. I am just rambling, and I know it's weird. Even though I want to stop, I can't help but ramble. So yeah, I mean, performance is probably okay. But I'm not overall impressed by it. But hey, that should improve with time. Anyway, let's actually stop this. I am sorry for having assaulted your ears with my voice for longer than necessary. Yeah, close that saving. Alright, see you whenever, since I'm not sure when the next review will be. See you then.